Otis's birth, 1868, is incorrect. He was born in 1867. There are other Longs here. This Harold Long here is a baby that died at 1.5 years of age that my dad was named after. Okay, so you can see he was born, what does it say, 1906 and died in 1907?
Sounds right.
Yeah, lived a year and a half. Okay, now that we've decorated all the 6 graves here at Cashion Cemetery. So we visited all of the grave sites of Otis's siblings, 2 of them in Pennsylvania with the exception of Maggie Long, who's buried in Kansas. And we will visit her grave hopefully on Saturday. So again, Lyda Long was married, but had no children, and she passed away in 1907, and she was married to John Winsler. Okay? And Lyda and Will were in the 1893 Cimarron Street land rush in Oklahoma, and they each had a plot of land that was adjacent to each other, and they built a house right on the border, like a duplex, where Will's house was his land and Lyda's house was in her land. And then I don't know what happened after she got married. I don't know if Will bought out her share of it. I have no idea, but maybe someone else in the family knows that story. This is probably the most tragic thing, is to have her oldest daughter, Emma, die at an early age at 1893. So she was only, what, 22 years old when she died? I'm sorry, not 22, 33, excuse me, 33 years old. But never married. I'm sure that, again, that might have had something to do with her mother deciding eventually to go back to Pennsylvania. So we are in Cashion, Oklahoma. Otis, if you notice, is spelled with 2 T's on his grave. He's signed his name with 1 T sometimes, and I think sometimes with 2. So that's it. Now we're going to go over to the farm. Okay, we are again at Cashion Cemetery. We got a little bonus here. I know we were looking for Clyde and Selma Long, my dad's uncle and aunt. Okay, they're here. Clyde lived from 1895 to 1977, and Selma was born in 1910 and lived at 1981. And I believe 2 of their sons were here recently, but I think they already took the flowers down. Now we're going to move on to 2 daughters, the 2 oldest daughters of Otis and Ida Mae Long, and they were buried together, even though both were at one time married once or twice. I think in Annette's situation she was married twice, and I think, what, Helen married once? Once, okay. But their husbands died before them, so they decided they wanted to be buried together, and which I think is very moving. So you see the Long sisters. Helen lived from 1901 to 1994, and Annette, the oldest sister, lived from 1899 to 1998. So I believe she was closest daughter in age to my grandfather, was born in 1897. Now the one that we had forgotten was here was one of my dad's siblings of his grandma Long, who's John Childers, who's one of the youngest people, the youngest siblings of Ida Bell Long or Ida Bell Childers. His name is John Childers, and he was born in 1886 and died within my lifetime, 1965. And he is here. So we have a Childers. So there's 2 Childers that I know that are here. Dad's grandma, who was married to Long, and John Childers, a younger brother.
But I don't believe that's Ida Mae's.
What?
Didn't you say that's Ida Mae's son?
Ida Bell. Ida Bell. The May you're thinking about is your own mom. Lena May.
Ida Bell.
It's Ida Bell.
Ida Bell. But
Ida
I
Bell.
don't think she was.
She was the second oldest daughter of Hiram and Annette Childers. Okay.
Yeah, but